Welcome to another session of our Fallout 4 playthrough. We are in our own home in Diamond City, which is the last thing that we bought. I'm also wearing sunglasses because they give me +1 to perception, so I'm gonna wear sunglasses. Nope, we opened before we started the game here. We unboxed the second month of the Fallout loot crate. The second month of that being special themed. Had a lot of cool stuff in that. I was actually surprised with it because the box was a lot smaller than the first month, and there's still some pretty cool stuff in this box. So I'm gonna take these off because I cannot stream with sunglasses on. Everything seems bright. It's kind of crazy now. Gotta get my eyes to get adjusted to that. But anyways, let's play some Fallout, shall we? So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump back to the main story. We have 60+ hours in this game. We've barely touched the story. I kind of don't know what's going on. I know that the last thing that we did was we rescued Nick Valentine out of a vault. That was the first time we met him. Our main character is looking for his son, and I think Nick Valentine might have some information on that. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's check out the summary. It's been forever since we've done main story. I don't remember the last time we did it was. But anyways, Nick Valentine wants me to meet him back in his office in Diamond City, where we can discuss the details of Sean's disappearance. We're gonna go talk to Nick Valentine, and we'll do some main story today. Probably just the remaining session of the stream, or the remaining section of the stream rather. Today's gonna be a short stream. We've got like about an hour and a half left, so let's jump on into the main story. Piper and all. But the last time that we played, we bought this. I'll have to clear it out and do some stuff and store things here, and I don't know, maybe just live here instead of living back in Sanctuary. But anyways. Let go of your child. Begin again with Piper. Kappa, says Remington's. I would if I could, man. It's funny. I'm still wearing the wedding ring in the game. I don't know why. Already addicted to something. Drugs are bad for you, MK. Yeah. There's a reason I did that. I'm addicted to Psycho because there were some enemies that were giving me some trouble. And also I had to take drugs to have more weight to carry things because we found we found some parts, actually everything except the helmet, of another power armor suit, and I could not carry it. So I had to do everything I could to carry it by drinking and doing drugs and all sorts of stuff.
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
But anyways, the wedding ring is like 200 caps, but I already have like 10,000 caps or something. Where's it at? Oh, I got 8,000 caps. I had 10,000, but then we bought that house. It's fine. It won't actually sell. The problem is it won't actually sell for 250. It's gonna sell for a lot less. That's just how the game is. But yeah, I'm still wearing that. Don't tell Piper. Alright, does it say what I'm addicted to? Show effects. Psycho addiction. Damage resistant. Oh, that takes down my strength? That's alright. We'll figure it out. Fine. We'll talk to Nick Valentine.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
Nick Valentine.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Bum bum. Let me get started on my case. Metal detective delivery at your service.
Metal detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't
Or in
mind putting on
fedora.
the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
So I got a fedora and a coat, like him. Take a seat. You want? Yeah. Let me just sit down in power armor. Are you kidding me? You're gonna make me take it off? All right. Well, let's make sure we're standing here and Piper doesn't take it. Get out of your power armor for me. Mithra says, I just stashed all my power armors into one of the havens. Had a huge line of them until the damn settler stole most of them. I have... In Sanctuary, I built a building, and it's housing 3 out of the 4 power armors that I own. I don't have any cores in there, but yeah. Brevity says, at no point does it say what sort of ring it is. Maybe it's not for the fingers. Lewd. Lewd emote. I don't have a lewd emote. Mithra says, Nick always sounds like a poor man's Harrison Ford. I love it. I like how he sounds, man. He's got a good voice. He's got a good voice. All right, let's talk to... You have anything new to say?
Ms. Perkins.
Nick's not the type to turn someone away, but he's only one person. So sometimes things just pile up.
Okay. Why does she have a... What kind of armband is that? Sweatband, I guess. Sweatband or bandages? Or socks? Could be socks, I don't know. Alright. Let's see how dumb my character
When
looks.
you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
Let's see. So I have the only mod that I have with this game, I installed it when we first started playing all the way back in like September, I think. And then we took a 4-month break from this game because of reasons. The only mod that I have installed is to be able to see the entire sentence instead of just one word, because I didn't really care for that. So being able to see exactly what he says is a lot better in my opinion. So let's see. We're in a vault. Okay, let's start with number 1.
Hard look. Say something.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. What else can you tell me?
I'll tell you the whole story. We'll just go in order, I guess.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
Okay, real quickly, I don't get to experience this game in 60 FPS very often. This scene, 72 FPS, and it feels good, man. It feels good.
We're looking for my
Last
son,
thing.
Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
The Institute. You don't know too much about the Institute. That's a name that I've heard. It's been thrown around. I think Institute created synths, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's go down the list here. Who are the Gunners?
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries.
Are they from New
job
Vegas?
Too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
Okay. Super mutants.
Wait. Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
Think Raiders might have done this?
You think Raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. The discarded prototype, anyway.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you. I'm not saying that. A prototype?
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah, and another thing that kind of relates to this is if you've ever played through Fallout 3, there was a quest in Rivet City that dealt with a android, and either the android
I
or
can relate.
somebody else that you find in the holotapes mentioned something about androids and the Commonwealth and stuff like that. I need to go back and watch that and see if I could piece anything together that relates to this. But the two are related somehow. I just don't know if it's just because it's mentioned
talk?
or later on in the game we'll find out more about it. But that's a pretty interesting thing that they decided to do, is just take something from Fallout 3 and kind of put it in Fallout 4 a little bit.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Dare I say this? Oh.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You're a freak. You've got something to hide. Blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, people smart enough to build something like me are smart enough to cover their tracks, and arrogant enough to throw their unwanted trash into the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
Piper didn't like me getting mad, but you know what? This is my son we're talking about.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
Let's see. That doesn't really sound like a good description, to be honest. Get a clear look at it, but the sound...
Waiting on you.
Am I able to say... I'm assuming I'm going to be able to say all of these things, but I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to chat. I've been listening to the story here, but let me see what chat's been saying here. Take that pot off your head before you start talking about your dead wife. Wasteland life, my dude. Those were gun runners, weapon dealers. Okay, so they're not the same. Gutters are just organized raiders. Okay. Marty Witcher, sorry that you gotta
Get
go,
hit in
man,
the
but thanks
head?
for following
I
and
can relate.
for hanging out for a bit, man. Alright, let's see.
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
Forgot you can move the camera like that. Yeah, we're gonna go down. Hey, Piper, what are you taking notes to, or what?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound...
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
The cereal makers? Ah.
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right. Calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence.
I have to do it.
Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in...
When Fallout 4 crashes during a cutscene. Well,
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
he bought a
That's right.
house?
The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
He lives here? I forget what... I don't know the timeline between the start of the game when you're in the vault and you're in cryo and then
Something wrong, honey?
you see all this stuff happen. Your kid gets taken and then go back to sleep. But I don't know what the time frame is between that. There's no... I thought it was just months. I don't know if it's been years, because how's that kid gonna be 10 years old? I don't know. It's been forever since I saw the beginning of the game, so
waiting.
I don't know.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
I always am. Alright. I feel like I should not use my power armor for this. Maybe it's been years. Did it put you back to cryo? It could be anything, yeah. I don't think they specified that in any way. Okay, alright. Because I wasn't sure if it was in one of the terminals or if Codsworth said something about the time frame or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, 10 years old? Was he really out 10
You've
years?
really gone through a lot, haven't you? Hope you and Nick find that monster.
I hope so too.
Ms. Perkins.
You two be careful.
Miss Perkins. Piper, what do you think of Miss Perkins? Okay, alright. Good talk. What do we have here? Robco Fun. Oh, God. All right, we'll go check out that house. Perfect. Includes a Zeta Invaders holotape game. No way, dude. Rob Kofun. All right, well.
Take your time. The literate keep me fed.
Always a trail to be followed.
Awesome. Earl Sterling case file. I don't know what this is. Earl Sterling. Oh, okay, I remember this. This was the guy that well, wait a minute. No, I don't know if that's the same thing. Nope, never mind. That's not the other bar I was thinking of. The guy that was cheating or the wife was cheating on the husband with a guy that owns the bar upstairs, not the Dugout Inn, the other one, the one that's above. And then we went and we did a drug deal, and we killed everyone, and we took the drugs. Yeah, that's not the guy, though, I don't think. I know, it's been forever. Guy has been missing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I don't know if that's gonna have any. The Disappearing Act. Oh, it is a quest. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Mysterious Stranger. Now I don't know if we ever read this on stream or not. I remember coming in here and getting this, but let's read this for funsies because it's been forever since, you know, we did any of this. So this is a case on the Mysterious Stranger written by Nick Valentine. Let's read about it. It's in the cutscene. Same freeze as back in 2077. You only know that you enter cryo in 2077 and exit in 2287. Okay. So it is possible that we could have woken up 2277, and that's when all that stuff happened, and then that would explain how that person has a kid who's 10 years old. That would make sense, but we'll see what the game says about it as we kind of progress here. Let's go ahead and read this about the Mysterious Stranger and see what it says. Sightings of a man dubbed the Mysterious Stranger have been popping up sporadically across the old US for years now. Best case, the man's an immoral lunatic. Worst case, a prolific serial killer. All anyone knows is his MO. Appearing suddenly, killing without remorse, disappearing without a word. The Stranger has no known accomplices, no clear methods of selecting his targets, no calling cards left behind. Sightings range from the NCR all the way to the East Coast, stretching back decades. Now he's come to the Commonwealth. So he's talking about Fallout 1 and 2, Fallout 3, probably New Vegas, and Fallout 4. That's kind of cool. Last thing this place needs is another psychopath running amok. Time to start putting together the pieces to put this one away. Description: human male. Outfits vary, but most recent sightings describe a large overcoat and a fedora. Guy has taste, I'll give him that much. One man, multiple men, a ghoul with minimal scarring. Might explain the long passages of time between sightings. Appears and disappears suddenly, suggesting preternatural infiltration abilities, access to advanced cloaking tech. All but earliest description suggests the Stranger uses only conventional arms, making infiltration training more likely. Perps like this make me wish the Institute had sprung for thermal detection before giving me the boot. Sighting locations: Commonwealth, Fallout 4, Capital Wasteland, Fallout 3, NCR, Old Rumors. I don't know if that's a reference to Fallout 2 or Fallout New Vegas, but probably both of that. Shady Sands, really old rumors. Fallout 1, man. Fallout 1 and even Fallout 2, but I think it was called something else in Fallout 2. That's awesome, though. Little callbacks to the old Fallout games. Alright. Anything else in here? You don't need that. I'll take all that. Rest. Cola. Alright, nothing else. Alright, let's get back in. Well, I'll take my power armor and leave it in my house. And we'll... Well... Yeah, I'm gonna walk around in my power armor, actually. Never mind. Let's go meet Nick Valentine. What's going on? Katie Sands was called NCR in Fallout 2. Okay. Alright, so the NCR thing is probably referring to Fallout 2 more than New Vegas. Bum, bum, bum. Walking with Valentine. Let's do this. What's the button to walk again? Sprint, sneak, run, toggle. It's definitely not sneak. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe it is sneak. I don't know. No, sneak does that.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies because they're all dead. Except you. But 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
Those are doing their best to ignore the existence of New Vegas, after all. But like, New Vegas was Obsidian. We don't talk about that.
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? Let's see if I can get this open.
Yes, sir. How about I just do it for you, man?
That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Yeah, I'm better suited for this than you, sir. Maybe I am. A little bit more. I don't know if it's a little bit more to the right or the left, but I went right. Oh! I wanted to be awesome and do it the first try. There we go.